All right, I've finished writing my paper, but there's one last thing I need to do, and that is include a reference page. We know that with your library research paper, you only have one reference, but it is still required. So in order to do a reference page, you just center the word reference, at the top, and then two spaces below that, you can start with your starting to write your reference. And they all kind of follow the same format. A couple of things that you might not notice right away, but you'll see that the references are not double spaced, but they need to be single spaced according to APA format. The other thing about the references is that they're formatted, it's called a hanging indent, meaning that this part sticks out, but then any subsequent lines are indented. So that's called a hanging indent. All right, so you'll see here that for this reference, I have the author's last name first, followed by a comma, and then the author's initial and a period. The year of publication of the article is in parentheses and then followed by another period. And after this is the title of the article. This one's called Learning Through Play, Games and Crowdsourcing for Adult Education. You'll see that the first word in the title is capitalized, but everything else here is not. Whenever there's a break in the title, like a colon or a question mark, then the very next word also is capitalized. But you can see that everything else is not. And the exception for that would be if it were a proper noun, but otherwise you do not capitalize any of the other words in the title. The title is finished off with a period, and then it's followed by the journal where the article was published. And the journal is written in italics. You'll see that the main words of the journal are capitalized here. And then immediately following the journal, you place a comma, and then the volume number is listed, and then in parentheses is the issue number. And not all references have both a volume and an issue number, but include whatever is given to you. Then a comma, and then you include the page numbers, and the whole reference is finished off with a period. The other thing I'd like to mention is that if you found your article on the internet, you can include a direct link to that by writing the words retrieved from and then pasting the link to the article. And that way the person who's reading your paper can directly link to the article. And so that is essentially how you do the reference page. Again, please do not hesitate to ask us if you have any questions about APA format. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you luck on your assignment.